Go live for a little second. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, people? You know, I know y'all been missing the podcast, man, but we revamping it. You know what I'm saying? We getting some what's up with y'all? What they say, Pam Lamb, Pam Lane, Pam Lamb. What's happening? What's up, Johnny? Christy, what's going on? Checking in from Ohio. Y'all know what time it is, man, you know. I know y'all been missing the like I said, the podcast, but we revamping it, you know what I'm saying? Revamping the podcast. Just want to go live. They say I don't be going live enough and all that stuff, so it kind of raining a little bit when I'm at, so I let me go live my phone right fast, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. I did want to say this. I do have a Patreon, right? Been ducking it for a while, but it's time to get more exclusive. So I do have a Patreon that I will be putting that link out, and it will be different tiers. And trust me, you ain't gonna want to miss it. I promise you. I promise you. Promise you that. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all been seeing a lot about this Kanye thing, you know? And like I say, man, you know, a lot of people got a lot of mixed feelings about what's going on with Ye. But my thing is this, man, you know, um, I really look at it for what it is. You know, yeah, man, you know, homie did some crazy stuff, said some stuff, you know, yeah, man, hey, man, say what you want, man, you. But, like I say, the fact that he's standing up to these folks, man, and putting it out on the line, I have to commend him because think about it, most people wouldn't even do that for their job. They wouldn't, most is. So what he doing, you really never really saw it done. You need to put some type of flame behind this wave because you probably never see this again, bro. I told y'all a lot of these people are afraid to go against these mega companies and these lawyers and these Jewish people and he's doing it. He's doing it, man. And I tell y'all, the man ain't crazy, man. A nigga worth $1 billion ain't crazy. No way. But when you in that space, man, sometimes you got to understand that it's a lot that goes on. It's like standing in a crowd and you yelling, but everybody else saying something totally different than what you saying. So I want to know what they'll do if they was in his shoes, but I have to commend him for um standing up and saying what he got to say, and he doing it all by himself. This is some dangerous shit, though. This ain't nothing that you just say and that's just that. No, man, you know, and we have to understand, man. We this is my thing. When you allow other people to do that, that basically like you saying they better than you. So what we saying, they better than us? Like we can't talk about them, but you know, they can get money of us talking about each other and all this other shit. I don't get it. Like why would we as a race or as a people put them above us? And these are the things you gotta ask yourself. Why are they privileged? Why are they born with 100% of all resources that they need to live in this world? And we are born with not a motherfucking thing. I'm talking some real shit, folks. This shit bigger than Ye, bigger than Kanye. It's bigger than that. It's the fact that he's bringing awareness to something that a lot of motherfuckers scared to bring awareness to. So I really would put light on that. I don't give a damn about no White Lives Matter shirt and all that, man. I don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? But for what he did and how he's standing up to these folks, y'all don't understand, man. This is why we as a people gonna always be looked down upon because we give them all the praise and we make it seem like they better than us. Man, I don't give a fuck what they own. I don't care how much money they got. They a man. And this is what happened in this false ass world. You know, the perception that they're trying to sell us of who they are is false. Try to make it seem like they royalty or they got money, they got this, they got that. When it all boiled down to it, as you see, man, these people just want to put themselves on a pedestal, put their feet on our neck, and as soon as you say something about them, oh, it's this. That interview with Leo Cohen, that was listen, I told y'all, man, that alone should tells you. You understand me? And I pray that none of them labels fuck with him as far as his shoes go. Because I want him to build his own. And yes, I will support it. You know why? Because like I say, it's bigger than Kanye. It's bigger than a shoe. That shoe will be the very one thing that bring us all together, that unifies us. And if you vibrate high, you understand where I'm coming from. So it's bigger than the shoe. But the fact that he's doing what he's doing and these labels or these companies are saying, no, we don't want your shoes. We don't want your shoes. And force him to say, you know what, I'm gonna just do my own thing. That'll be the one thing that we as Black folks can have all together. It doesn't matter about the money. It doesn't matter about the shoe. It's the fact that we have something that we can consolidate and come together on. Because we don't have nothing. And people got to understand this. Man, it be your own people tearing your ass down. And they don't understand. Like I did a podcast last night and I was saying, you're dealing with a lot of sick minds. And when I say sick minds, meaning you're dealing with people who just don't understand why they're in the situation they're in. A lot of people don't know that they're in bondage. So you can't free them because they don't have the comprehension to understand that, man, these people run everything and we don't run shit. And I will prove that to you. Black folks, we buyers. We are consumers. You got sellers and buyers. The same shit that Tyrese talked about on Baby Boy. You either a seller or a buyer. They gear us up to be buyers. That's why we don't have our own clothing line that's on big billboards and that we support, or shoes that we support, or TV stations. We don't have nothing, people, because we so busy buying from other people. If Black folks stopped buying and became sellers, the world will collapse. Listen to me carefully, because there'll be no one to buy. We are the only ones that buy from other people. And we don't have nothing. And you don't understand that is the very reason why these people will never care about your feelings or your thoughts or none of that shit, because you're constantly supporting them. This is why Black folks don't have a seat at the political table. Every nationality sits at that table and makes decisions. Black folks, they don't need us because we continuously buy from everybody at the table. And guess what? None of them will ever buy nothing that you are selling. Let me say this to y'all, right? And I say this because it's true, and we gonna call it like it is. And if any race thinks that a person or people is okay with being oppressed, then something wrong with you. You got to be crazy. If you feel like as a Black man, no one's supposed to speak on the situations that we've been faced with from day one. We just supposed to accept that shit. You crazy. You out your rabbit ass mind. So I'm gonna give it to you like this. I'm gonna show y'all two things, right? And I always use it as an analysis, right? As an example. If you take a Chinese person, right? They've changed the way we consume seafood through business. You know why? Because since the scandemic hit in Orlando, Florida, they've bought up all the seafood spots. Fast forward, the way that because everywhere you go, that if you want seafood, you got to go to them to get it. And the way that they cook it, we are starting to adapt to it. So this is how one culture can change another culture through business. Now this shit gonna blow your mind. Please pay attention, because this is real. There's no Black owned, again, we don't own nothing, There's no black-owned seafood spots nowhere. And the few that are here, they not struggling, but they not on the forefront. You don't see them franchised because no one's supporting them like that. And when you say, "Oh, black business is this, black business that," man, I never went to a business that have never done no foul shit. Like, stop that, bro. Every time you look around, it's black people got businesses and they do this. All businesses do foul shit. They all nasty at some point or done some crazy shit. Or let's stop that. And see, that is what you call self-hate. When you have that in your mind, you are toxic. That is self-destructing to say that about your own people. Now, let me get back to the topic. Now that the Chinese folks done bought all these restaurants, these seafood restaurants, because they selling us what we eat instead of us selling it to ourselves. So they've came, and I'm just using that as an example. They've came, bought all these Chinese restaurants, all these seafood restaurants, and the way that they cook the seafood, now we done adapted to it, the shit that's in the bag. They've changed the way we consume seafood through business. This is the drawback of this. This is equivalent to a black man going to China, buying up Chinese restaurants and cooking the Chinese food as he see fits and selling it to the Chinese people, changing the way that they consume Chinese food. That'll never happen. That don't support back how we're building them up. It doesn't matter, folks. Bro, that's just like you, okay, you'll never understand where I'm coming from until you or your son or your mom or one of y'all start a business and you see your own people don't spend no money with you. The very reason why black folks are in the situation we're in, because we have no financial foundation. Get that through your head. When they say your money's supposed to bounce within your community, right, 10 to 12 to 15 times before it leaves, our shit bounce. I won't even say, I think they said in 6 hours. Meaning as soon as you get your paycheck, you're starting to spend money with people who are not putting that money back in the circle. See, they call it currency for a reason. They call it cash flow because it's supposed to flow. Our money flow right out of our community, empowering other people's and other people's community. And guess what? Their money is not coming back to us. Their money is going and empowering themselves. This is why we're going to continue to be screwed up. So every time you say, I'm not spending money with black folks or black folks don't know how to do business, it's crazy because it's hard you robbing Peter to pay Paul. A lot of these businesses you see, and everybody has gotten at some point in time in history where they've been able to get their money. The Italians was able to get their money. You know what I'm saying? The Jews, the Arabs, everybody was at some point was able to get their money except black folks. So when you look at all this, what's going on with Ye, as a man, he's doing some shit that just shoots above a lot of people's mental, honestly. And we so screwed up as a people, we can't afford to not get behind what he's saying. But we take all the other little stuff and get in our feelings. Man, I don't give a damn about no damn Donald Trump hat, nigga. I don't care about no white lives. Man, these are real lives, man. These are real children, bro. That's going to be going through this same process because we don't want to get off our ass and fight for what we feel. Let me tell you something. You ever said to yourself, damn, boy, if I was back in them days, but they couldn't do me like they did no slaves. They couldn't hold me down. What the fuck you think they doing now? Nigga, you the 2022 motherfucking peasant. What you think they doing? It's the same thing, homie. Same thing, homie. So my thing is this to people, and I'm talking about, bro, I will put myself out there like this. You feel me? Because I understand we can't we all make mistakes at some point. But this what he's doing, this man it take big nuts to do this. The last person well, I ain't gonna say the last, but one of the people that stood up to them was Roseanne. You remember the Roseanne show? Roseanne or they figured out what Hollywood was all about. So when you don't see these people in movies no more, they done figured it out. They either got blackballed, blacklisted, or whatever. But this is what these motherfuckers do. It was the same thing that happened with the music industry. They want to be gatekeepers. If you want to sign to a label, you weren't gonna be on MTV, BET, or none of these. They gatekeepers. And if we continue to give them all the power, then what that says about us? This is why I don't understand why the league, if you play basketball, football, why y'all don't get together and man, create your own league? Same thing with football. If we do not support that shit, what can they do? I don't get it. I swear I don't get it, homie. But I'm telling you, as a people, we gonna be screwed up because we hate on each other. You gotta understand. Don't you know that the Jewish people, they got what they call mock deliberation? That they handpick people, right, to speak on whether they have organization, they have structure. And I promise you, in these deliberations, ain't no black folks there. Everybody got some shit going to sup us, homie. Everybody eat off us because everybody want to be like us. Look at the music. I've never seen trap music that has traveled from one culture to the next. I can pull up Chinese trap rappers, Spanish trap rappers. I can pull up every nationality trap rappers with the same old auto-tune. It's crazy. And like I'm telling you, what Ye is saying, if you catch them interviews, you will see why they took him down. Because he's saying some real shit. He's saying some shit it blow my mind. To be able to use his platform now, every time you look around, oh, Adidas done dropped him, this and that. So every time we say something about him, because he's the only one with a platform that big that can bring light to this infectious ass toxic situation, we need somebody like that. Because I guarantee you, Michael Jordan ain't gonna do it. Eddie Murphy ain't gonna do it. We can go on and on and on. Man, that man stepped out there, man, bareback, man, and it's really his own people tearing his ass down. And you'll never see a Jewish person get out there and do some shit and they tear each other down like that. We the only ones that do this shit, bro. We the only ones that do this to ourselves. That's crazy, man. When all we want to do is live. Not all black people do what they try to make it seem like we do. They pay If that's the case, shit, every nationality does the same thing, but we just only ones put on the forefront when it comes to that. You smell me? We screwed up, man. And it's time that we understand that, man, it ain't gonna hurt you, man, to say, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? I love you, bro. It ain't gonna hurt you to say, sis, I want to see my sister do better, man. All this hating, letting it, why you think they gave the rap game to the little youngsters? The blind leading the blind. Then we got our young females out here, trying to live up to that shit. We got the youngsters out here trying to live up to that. Bro, they corrupt. Who you think own all the record companies? And this is what Ye was saying. How y'all gonna call this man this and that, right? Anti this, anti that. How y'all gonna say he that? But yet, you will sign artists that talk about us killing each other all day and make millions off of it. Make it make sense, homie. And we stupid or dumb? Are we stupid or dumb? The thing about us, man, we like prostitutes, bro. We'll work for anybody. We don't have no morals. Anybody with a chick, here we come. My homeboy told me this, man, when he went in the club one time. We was on, I forgot what city we was in. He was trying to smoke a little weed, Security guard said, nah, you can't do that, you can't do that. Guess what he did? Shot him a $50 bill. Oh, now he can smoke. My homeboy say, you see what I'm saying? Prostitute. Anybody, they can be bought. Why you think money was created? Money was created to put in between me and you for making a deal so that they are in between our situation. If we remove the money, we don't need them. Or just say we did use the money. We have to start spending money with each other. This ain't no racist shit, man. This is just me saying, my people, man, we falling, bro. And ain't nobody reaching out to help us. You get what I'm saying? You have to help yourself. Make it your business, man, to start being respectful to businesses, black-owned businesses. Spend your money, man, because every time, I don't care if the thing about it is, this is how we're so self-taught and so self-destructive. If you walk in a black restaurant and they may take a little time with your food, or that shit like 10 times that one time. But you go anywhere else and the bitch take all day, you ain't gonna say nothing. We gotta stop that, man. We got to start letting people come to our communities selling us shit that we should be selling each other. I don't care if you sell hair and she sell hair. Y'all both sell motherfucking hair. Y'all get a flyer. You put your business on one side, put your business on the other side. Somebody come to your store, you ain't got the 6-inch or 12, 18-inch, or whatever that shit is. I'm going to call my homegirl and see who she got it. Boy, hate is a cancer, homie. Don't never let that shit get into you, bro. It's enough money for everybody, homie. But I promise you, bro, when you develop that, they say when a Jewish person die, they maker ask them, how was your business skills? See, I'm gonna put y'all on some game right now. And I'm gonna show y'all, if you're smart enough, you'll put this together. Whoever put together the construct when it came to our religions, when it came to Jewish people religion, business is their religion. If black folk business was their religion, we'll be the strongest motherfuckers in the world, because boy, we love religion. You know what the motherfuckers gave us? They gave us hope, nigga. Hope. Wish. Pray. You see the difference? Whoever put that construct together, they got us going down the wrong road 100 mile per hour. And we the only ones that celebrate a religion of somebody that don't look like us. You think Chinese people, Buddha don't look like them? Every nationality has their God that they worship that looks like them, except black folks. But I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I keep telling you, man, God ain't gonna punish you because you want to know the truth. He gave you common sense for a reason. Let a bitch trick you if you want. Hey, man, he gave you common sense. How you let another motherfucker who fucking over you tell you who to praise and who not to praise? Come on, bro. You miss me with that shit. If that's the case, send me on my way. Because I ain't scared. You can't be scared to live and scared to die. That don't make no damn sense. The thing is, homie, we got to start understanding, man. Stop being crabs in a bucket. Share the knowledge. You got other nationalities that come over here to America, learn this shit, go back home and teach their family that shit. Why in the hell we got a family of 4, a family of 6, but we working for all? If you got, here come your mama, okay, here come your granddad, here come your grandma, here come your mama, here come your daddy. Then you got 3 sisters and 3 brothers. All 3 brothers, all 3 sisters working for another motherfucking family, building their legacy. When y'all should have your own business, working for each other. That shit don't make no sense. Whoever taught this whole, and I know where it came from, but I'm trying to tell you something, bro. How is it you got 3 sisters, 3 brothers, and y'all all working for this company, for his family, a bitch you'll never meet the boss. You sending his kids to college, or you making his kids' life better. No. When you see them coming and say since the 1800s, man, that's blood money, homie. They mean they granddaddy stole that land, homie. And that shit been in their family generation after generation. And here it is, we sign an application to go work for another bitch. Hell no. We start our own business. We stay in one house. We learn how to live collectively, not individualistic, but collectivism, not individualism. They teach us how to live as individuals. This is why when other people come to this country, you see 10 Mexicans in one house, but a bitch be laughing. How? They moving together. They saving way more money than you. You trying to go up a hill with a ton of bricks on your shoulder when you can say, here, man, you get this 200, you get them 300 pounds, you get them 30 pounds. We all moving together. This shit don't make no sense, homie. Then people be, oh, I want my own, I want my own. Then you'll move out, get a house. Ain't nothing but you and your old man, maybe your child, and you got a 5-bedroom house paying for all the extra real estate for nothing. We like that shit. That's how we is as black folk. We like to buy shit that symbolizes that we have money. But we always spending money that we ain't got, buying shit that we don't need, trying to impress people we don't like. It don't make sense. This is a sickness, bro. You understand me? This is a sickness. Now all our women, they got us all on with the BBL shit. We so caught up on the beauty. Baby, you beautiful off the rip. Trust me when I tell you, if you knew your value, if you knew your skin, you have neuromelanin. You don't understand what neuromelanin is. This is priceless. Neuromelanin. You can communicate with the sun, baby. Again, when another race controls what you think, they control you. And this is why we need our own. Because if we don't, we're going to continue to be slaves. We're going to continue to live the way we live. We need our own networks. We need our own news. But these people spread propaganda all day long. Social media, y'all don't even know. A lot of y'all don't understand how damaging social media is. It's crazy, man, how social media is damaging us as people. Making people, you ain't even social no more. You know what I'm saying? They done converted something that's not natural to be natural. Like I said, you should have to pull up on a woman and see her, smell her, see how she going, see that. That shit done converted from being in the person's face, getting to know them, to being online, hitting like and sharing hearts and shit. They changed the world. And it's so easy to control people once they control everything that has your attention. They control the money. They control the food. They control the shelter. All basic necessities. They control them all. The houses that they built, you don't need a house. You go get a tiny house. You don't need a house with 5 bathrooms or 3 bathrooms. All these rooms and shit. You just need something that you and your family can live in. But we let them tell us how to live. We let them paint the picture on how life should be. All this shit they put in front of us, man, your life has been a lie. And I'm just being honest. Why do they wake up every day and put black people on the bottom of the pedestal, on the totem pole? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why they don't like us, mama? Why they hate us, mama? Why out of every nationality, bro? We the ones that's exploited. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. Why they hide all the knowledge? But really, all the knowledge is in you. All it takes is common sense. Common sense. The sun. Common sense. Why they want to control education? You think no people really give a fuck about what you know and don't know? No. They just don't want you around here like a zombie looking up crazy, and you don't know how to spell right. You don't know the basics of being able to be controlled. So we got to at least teach you the basics. All right, go to school for 12 years. At least you'll know the basics. And later on in life, we control them. Oh, your mama gonna go to jail if you don't go to school. Man, your mama gonna go to jail if you don't go to this 12-step brainwash camp, homie. It's all a lie, man. It's all a lie. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I got kicked out of school my 9th grade year for stealing cars. It took me a couple months. I got back in, and I really hurt my mama. Got back in school. I graduated a year early. Yeah. And still ain't used my diploma yet. Me or none of my brothers, we never had an issue with school. My brother was one of the smartest motherfuckers in the world. That man had letters from every fucking college off his brain, not academics. We all did academics, spelling bees, and all that. Man, I hated that shit. Safety patrol, we did all that. We never had an issue with school. And I never used none of that stuff. It's a waste of time. Because they created this whole construct. But what if we, the woke people, divide from the sleep? This is why it's so hard too, because there's way more people that sleep and way more people that don't even want to know what's going on. It's too many of them people. We need to take all the woke people, man. We just need to divide. And therefore, we can show them that all the woke people, we eating better, we vibrating better, we're around positivity, we living longer, we looking better, we not getting sick. Our children ain't going to these schools forever. We exploring life. And these sleep motherfuckers gonna say, damn, man, I want to be like them. That's the only way they gonna see it. Because when you surround yourself with too many sleep motherfuckers, I don't even like having a conversation with people sometimes. It don't make sense. And it's not that I feel like I'm better than you, but when you vibrate in a different, when you go there, and you cut through life like butter, you understand. So therefore you overstand. But we need to separate people. All the woke people, you can't wake them all, man, because a lot of them motherfuckers don't even want to know the truth. You can't be that dumbfounded. That's just how I feel. But a lot of people are very fine-tuned. They done been to school long enough. They going through the ritual. They daddy was in this group, was that. Now he wants you to do the same thing, follow his footsteps and all, and the blind leading the motherfucking blind, man. That's all it is, homie. And all I'm saying it is, man, I love y'all, man. That's why I get on my social media, man, and spread love, man. I ain't finna get on here, climbing and all that, man. Got time. Like, I know what time it is with this, man. When I go pray to the ancestors, bro, I tell y'all this all the time, which is something I shouldn't be telling y'all. But when I go pray to the ancestors, I pray to be used as a vessel to do whatever work I am supposed to do while I'm here. I'm beyond the flesh. That's it. I understand. This is just a human experience, bro. We wasn't born to wear Jordans and who got the flies this and the flies that. A lot of people don't even know, don't even ask themselves that question. A lot of people don't say, well, damn, why do anything exist? You ever ask yourself that? Why do life exist, period? Why? Man, these people get up every day and they use every tactic against us, from food, education, you name it, because they are afraid that you will wake up. You know that song I got called Wake Up? Go to YouTube. You can type it up right now. You see the video. Everything I put in that song is the damn truth. These people are so afraid that you will wake up. But go look up stuff like this, the Eve gene, the mitochondria. Go look up the Eve gene. Right? Look up the Eve gene. Go look at all the scientists that tells you. You might have to dig a little bit, but look up the scientists that tells you. The Eve gene is the only gene that is found in black women. And it's not found in no other women. The Eve gene, which will make you think about Adam and Eve. And I tell y'all, Eve wasn't Adam's first wife. It was Lilith. When you look up who Lilith is, that's gonna blow your motherfucking mind. See, these are, you feel me? People celebrate Christmas. Christmas coming up. Why is Christmas at the end of the year, and why that's where the most money spent? Because every dime they give you back in income tax, you done spent it. For one. For two, you gotta understand what all that stuff means. Go look up what Saint Nick means. Who is Saint Nick? Gonna blow your mind. Why was they in the streets dancing naked, lighting candles? All these things that represent Christmas that a lot of people don't know about is symbolic. Go look at the symbolism, the dictionary of symbolisms. You know what I'm saying? Know what the winter solstice is. When you praying for what you want for the coming year. This is real, people. Everything is magnetic. Life is real. Don't let this world fine tune you, man. When you walk outside, smell the air, man. Look at these birds, man. Pay attention to animals. Small shit. Look at how them ants moving together like that. This shit intrigues me. We may look at it like, oh, that's just an ant. No, the fuck, that ain't just an ant, bro. That is not just a bird. This shit is amazing, man. That's why I say you have to live life, man. And if you can really like come out of that shit and understand where I'm coming from, like come from up out of that daze you in, man. Like they say, man, hug a tree, man. You know what a tree do for you, man? This is shit that don't cost no money. Walking barefooted on the ground. That's why they call it the ground, because everything is magnetic. That's where you get grounding from, like electricity. Your feet hit the ground, the real ground, not concrete, and it charges the organs in your body. Why you think why you think they make us wear shoes? I told you, man, when you let a person control your education, they control you. And this is why a lot of people speak from a place of ignorance. They don't know. They don't fucking know. All they know is ESPN, who on Facebook. They got Megan Thee Stallion popping her ass every 5 minutes. You have to understand the world you in, folks. This ain't no joke, homie. But I will tell you this, man. Don't let these words, because words are spells, and the word grammar come out of witchcraft book. And people don't think that words are spells. They are. Each word comes with an emotion. Stop telling yourself I'm depressed or letting a bitch diagnose you with depression. What the fuck is depression? They have to give you the word and then give you the meaning. So when you hear the word depression, your body automatically follows the meaning. And when you tell your mind, I'm depressed, man, you just told billions of cells to shut down. Depressed, man, your body don't even know what the fuck depressed mean. And I'm gonna tell you how this reign to be true. It was an Indian tribe that they tried to convert to Christianity. And it was telling them about the devils and the evil things. You know what happened? The shit didn't work because them people didn't know what the fuck the words that they were saying meant. They didn't know how to read. They body or their mind didn't know how to resonate with that emotion that is attached to that word or that spell. So they couldn't fool them Indians. When you say, oh, y'all evil, y'all this, they like, the fuck, I don't know. And this is why words are spells. Like I say, call your old lady a bitch and watch what happens. Words are attached with emotions. They spells, bro. Spells. I tell y'all that all the time. Words are spells. Not this Harry Potter shit where they waving things, not words. People can speak out their mouth and change your whole frequency for the good or for the worse. That's why when you address a person, hey, what's up, bitch? Or you say, what's up, queen? Or what's up, God? You see how those words change the frequency. And see, Kanye West was one of the first rappers that I ever heard break this whole frequency thing down. He right. He say the lows, if you know anything about 808s, those are the lows. That's the lowest chakra. That's why all the bitching and the killing and the hoes and all that rap music shit, that's what all that's at. I said, this nigga here, this nigga here, follow me. Rap music is a low vibrational music. And that's why all that killing and shit is in it. Now, when you come up a little bit, say you go to church, you got church music. That music puts you in your feelings. That's why they go to playing them hymns and all that. When they go to passing that playground, get you what they say called pull your heartstrings. You get what I'm saying? This is why you could play R&B music when you going through something and you can feel it. That's frequency. What you think they do to us? They know how to play certain things according to whatever it is they trying to do that would induce us or get us in that state of mind. And we don't even know it. People think hypnosis is just, oh, you fall and you hypnotized. Come on, man. Again, when you let people control what you know and they control your education, how is it you gonna know what's going on? You think the oppressors or the people that's running the show gonna hand you over all the tools to defeat them? We talking coup d'etat. Hell no. So if they control your education, they control your food, they control everything. They doing it according to their agenda. So by default, man, you're gonna lose as long as you participating in this bullshit ass world. So I salute you, Kanye. I love you, homie. I salute what you're doing. Take big nuts. Take big nuts to do what you're doing, man. I just ask that all black folk, we look at the bigger picture because we all here on the human experience. People make mistakes. But I will say this, man. We have to understand and use common sense and understand why we're at the bottom of the totem pole. We don't have to be here, bro. But we definitely have to start loving each other, respecting each other, you know, because like I tell y'all, man, when you look at these movies that they be shooting, like I was watching some shit last night, it's graphical, bro. You see a big getting shot, you see the bullets flying, you see a big hitting the ground. It's very graphical. That is dramatizing, okay? Without us even knowing. And the only way you'll see that is if you saw something you never saw before in the same light. Like I told y'all, if a little white girl, you know, a black guy was to grab her and put her in the basement and all that crazy shit, and they start showing every time he go down there what he finna do to her, you already know, got a chain and shit. If they go to showing her crying, you see the sweat coming down, you see her crying, you see her shaking, you see him walk up behind him, he laughing. Man, what you think these images do to you, man? Come on, man. Hollywood ain't there for no motherfucking entertainment. Entertainment means enter, means to come within a space. Tame means to keep you there. Like a container, like a retainer. See how these words work? Container. What a container does, it holds food. It contains. I need to contain you. Come on, people. That's what entertainment does. But it's graphical. Look how they bringing this Jeffrey Dahmer shit back up. You talking about a motherfucker that cooked and ate people. They turned that shit into motherfucking entertainment. And I'm trying to tell y'all, when it comes to Hollywood, or when it comes to them demonic ass people, they don't have nothing good in them. So don't expect for it to come out of them. These people are not gonna do nothing that's godly. Like my mama say, if it ain't in you, it ain't coming out you. It ain't coming out these people. And they feed us this shit. This shit is real, homie. This ain't no joke, homie. And when you realize why black folk do what they do, why? When you train a dog to kill, and he do that, you can't blame the dog. You got to blame the motherfucking trainer. And this is what happens to us. They put us out there to be these type of people through music, television, radio, every aspect. You understand me? And now social media. And I told you, you'll never look in the news and see them bashing Chinese people. You'll never look in the news. When you ever look, I've been living, long as I've been living, I've never turned on the news and seen them showing Chinese people fighting. So the perception that they give us over here, not just Chinese people, in all other nationalities, but they'll show whites and they'll show blacks. But it's crazy because they own all the damn radio stations. They own the radio, they own the TV, all the media. Media was created to brainwash you, homie. I told you, I'm gonna get around to do this video, and this video gonna blow y'all mind. I don't even want to spoil it. But when I do this video, that should open your mind up. But I used to own an underground radio station. I know the powers of it. No matter what you say, people believe it. I promise you, man. It's just being on that plateau. It's like walking in the dealership, seeing that car on the showroom floor spinning. It makes the illusion that that car is worth and more valuable than all the other cars. That might be the ugliest car in this motherfucker. And that's how radio is perceived from people. It's like, I see it here, but damn, boy, you was on the radio. The perception of it is more so like saw that as something way bigger than what it is. Same way with TV. Boy, you was on TV, boy, I seen you. We just cattle to these people, bro. And I told y'all, herding like a herd. Herding is real. That's a real word. You know what herding means? When you stop what you're doing and you join the herd, because that's what a lot of us do. We see people, we see like women online with the BBL, the big butts and the this and that, and we want that. Or we see guys with cars and all that, and we want that. So when you Stop what you doing to join the herd, which is called herding. That means that you forfeited your personal beliefs about what it is you want to do for somebody else's beliefs. Church the same way. A lot of people go to church just because they say go. But they ain't never studied nothing, don't know what a papal bull is. Go look up the word papal bull. P-A-P-A-L. Bull. B-U-L-L. Papal bull. If your preacher or none of them can't, whoever you get your religious information from, if they can't tell you what a papal bull is, something wrong. But anyway, man, I'm gonna let y'all go because I got to do some things. I appreciate y'all that jumped on this live, man. I love y'all, man, and I just want to say, man, I know that change for us is coming. I feel it. I know it's coming. I know y'all feel it, and we just got to pull together, man. So every time that you can hold the door for somebody, anytime you see somebody, man, you support them. Anytime you see, because we don't need them to take care of our village. That's another thing. Us as black men and black women, we need to take care of our own children. We need to get back to where the neighborhood took care of kids. Now you can't tell a person what they do with their kid. You can't open your mouth. That's crazy. It's backwards to me. When I grew up, I got to ask from the neighbor. My grandma whooped my ass, then my uncle, my mama. Can't do that no more. And it takes a village to raise a child, man. We need to get back to that and stop letting them put and project on us how we should see our children. Your children's and my children. That's how it is. Like the older Haitian culture, the men took care of the women, women took care of the men. We're Haitian women. The older Haitian culture, I mean, not Americanized Haitians. I'm talking about, well, Haitian women used to feed me when I was young. I couldn't eat my own food. They used to bathe me. I couldn't bathe myself. We have no culture. And when you strip a person's culture, which I call stolen identity, because when you allow them to strip your culture and give you their culture, that means they just gave you an identity. That's why I say Haitians should have schools for Haitians. Jamaicans should have schools for Jamaicans, and so forth. Mexicans, Spanish, to continue the culture. Because when you come to America, everybody consolidate under one umbrella. And now you're converted into a motherfucking European. Hello. What Papa Duck mean? I love y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a little bit, man. Like I say, man, my Patreon, I'm gonna drop that, man. Y'all look for the Patreon to come. The Papa Duck podcast, it ain't going nowhere. We just revamping it. And like I say, man, we're gonna make this shit happen. All right? I love y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.